Hello, my lovely students. A very warm welcome to all of you. And I hope you must be waiting for this session as well. That, ma'am, there's one tiny topic that is left in our chapter, metals and non-metals. So you don't have to wait anymore because Anubha Ma'am is back with almost the last topic which we wanted after the syllabus has been reduced. And definitely now you can guess the topic. Yeah, we'll talk about how my metal is going to react with the non-metal, what kind of a compound it is going to form. Okay, I hope you have already seen all the 3 sessions that ma'am had given. So this is the 4th one and will be more clear if you see all the 3 videos. Please do support this channel equally with Vedantu 9th English channel, and it will be pretty much fun because this is the language that you choose. That ma'am, we really want sessions in complete English language. That's why we have made for all of you guys. So please support it equally by liking, sharing and definitely subscribing to the channel. Alright, so you know Anubha Ma'am well from the previous channel as well. Okay, that's fine, that's good to know. And before starting the session, I really want to see that if my students are also facing the kind of problems anyone could face, even when I was a student, trust me, most of the things I was also struggling with, like doubts not getting solved. Ma'am, it happened with all of us most of the time. We come across with so many problems when we try to read a chapter, and it is like we write it down, but it still remains our doubt in the exam time as well. And then we struggle how to write the answer, which I am not even pretty much clear with, right? Happens. So students, all of your doubts can instantly be solved because I am going to tell you the problem of all of your solutions. Notes is like, ma'am, my 70 to 80% time is just got wasted in making the notes. Not wasted, but yeah, that's like that you could have invested somewhere else in terms of preparing a topic well. So students, you can get the notes of each and every topic in detail with the most important question from the topic as well. Definitely possible with all the assignments after each and every session, called as session assignment, then chapter assignment, so that you can practice well and you will not miss any of the topic, and you must be sure enough that now I got this topic very well. And test after every 15 days to make sure that you're learning properly and you're not forgetting whatever had been taught to you in the previous 15 days. Competitive exams preparation. Like, ma'am, I was thinking, what if I can prepare side by side for all of our competitive exams like JEE, NEET, JSTSC, NTSC, Olympiad? Everything is possible along with your boards. Okay. Choice of schedule and choice of language is the best thing that can happen to any student, because you must be struggling. It's like whenever I got time, any of the institute doesn't generally offer the classes at that time, or I might be struggling. So is it possible that I am free from 2 to 5 or 5 to 7, 5 to 8, 7 to 10? Is it possible that I can attend my classes at that time only? Definitely students, that can totally possible. It is such a student-centric organization, and with the choice of your language, is it like Hindi or English, you can definitely choose. All the problems can be solved, whatever I discussed, all the problems with so much of bonuses, like unlimited live classes you can attend, even 8 to 10 classes in a day if you are free. And if you're not free, you're struggling in managing, you can attend 2 classes as well. All micro courses like chapter based courses, if you want to revise a topic as many times you can do. Crash courses, and then performance report in the session and after the session, that how well you did, and personalized attention with the help of master teachers, as well as there will be a team of class teachers, and their main focus is to solve your doubts. They are totally will be dedicated to you in terms of each and every doubts of yours can get solved instantly. So isn't it like an amazing opportunity, and you should not miss it. So everyone, this is the link that you can visit, vdnt.in/ytpro, and this is like a super code because that will give you extra discount. Now what will happen when you visit this code? Whenever you will go to this code, this window will open. All you have to do is to select your grade. Okay, my 10th class students, then select your target that I'm preparing for CBSE 2021, and then you have to click on the option get subscription, and we have 3 subscription model right now for 1 month, 3 months and 6 months. What you should choose, it's totally up to you. And what I have to say for the same, if you go for 1 month, it's like a very short span of time just to check how that platform works. Am I fit in that platform? Am I able to do well or not? You can check. So for 1 month students, the course was supposedly for 4,000. Discount gives you for 2,699 because of the situation. And if you'll apply this code AG for Anubha Ma'am, E for this channel English, Pro for this course Pro subscription. So when you apply the code AG Pro, AGE Pro, this will give you extra discount, and the same course for 1 month, including everything, will be for 2,294, and it's like worth trying. Okay, students, if you go for 3 months, I'll tell you, for 3 months, the course was for 10,000. Extra discount is giving you for 6,999. AGE PRO code is saving extra 1,049 rupees, and you will just pay now 5,949. That means, in short, you were paying 2,294 earlier for a month. Now you have to pay 1,983 rupees per month. That means you're saving 27% on the MRP. Isn't it amazing? And this is the best one in terms of getting monetary benefits. 6 months course was there for 1,1499 after discount. This AGE PRO code saving 1,724 rupees extra. Now the same course for 9,774. What does that mean? That now every month you just have to pay 1,629 rupees per month. It's like a jackpot kind of an offer that should not be missed. 1,629 rupees per month, and unlimited number of sessions, unlimited number of micro courses. You can manage your classes that what time you want to study. Isn't it amazing? All the courses which you want to join, foundation courses, competitive exam courses, and it's like if you attend in such a way, you will hardly pay 10 rupees per session, students, and I think that you should not miss this opportunity, right? So please do not miss it. Avail the best out of the same by visiting this link, and special discount for 40% also you can save on MRP if you'll apply the code AGE Pro. Okay, everyone. So this is about the course detail which I wanted to tell you so that you'll not miss the opportunity. What are the learning objectives of this session? So we are going to know how we can make an ionic compound and what kind of a properties they can show. So are you all ready? What about giving me a thumbs up? Yeah, ma'am, super ready. And let's begin the journey, and it is going to be an awesome one because we'll totally hear and will listen to you. Will you do that? Okay, so on this note, I am starting it. Let's talk about that how my metal is going to react with non-metal. I hope you remember the periodic table. You must have seen it. Give it a look. What I wanted to tell you here, this is metals like all the blue ones, and this yellow ones are representing non-metal. But you can depict out of the same that most of the members of your periodic table are metals. Very high amount of metals are there. But when we compare non-metals, very few. But trust me, they are very important. We cannot imagine our life without oxygen and our carbon. It's like these two are the backbone and definitely important for our survival. So it's like, okay, what if they are few? They can definitely react with metal, and let's see what kind of a bonding will occur and how that can occur. Okay, from where we are going to start by knowing the configuration of metals and non-metals, because that is like a biggest step that we should know that will help us to decide the bonding. These are the bonding of the first 20 elements. What I'm seeing, hydrogen is having just 1 electron in the valence shell, and helium 2. And if I talk about lithium, 1 electron in the last shell, beryllium 2, boron 3, carbon 4. That means whenever I have to move in a period is what? A horizontal row. The number of valence electron increases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and all, right? That's what happens. Now what about the configuration of metals? Which one among them are metals? So do remember, starting these three elements are metal. The reason is metals are having either 1, 2 or 3 valence electron. What are valence electrons, bacha log? Valence electrons are something that is the number of electrons present in the last shell. Okay, so let me tell you example. Sodium's configuration is 281 because its atomic number is 11, and I hope you remember our 2n square rule, which tells us how to write the configuration. First shell is having 2 electrons, second 8, then 18 and so on. Alright, so this is my sodium. When I talk about magnesium, this is 282. When I talk about my aluminium, 283. These all examples that I've given you are metals, because metals are having 1, 2 or 3 valence electron. What they'll do, they believe in donating the electron. And why do they donate the electron? Because after donating the electron, in the last shell, there must be 8 electron. 8 electron means a stable configuration, and somehow they are following octet rule. That's what they do. Just to follow octet rule, they'll lose electron. And up to 3 electrons, it's doable. That can be achievable. Okay. So these are the metals. Now you know about the configuration of metals. We should know about non-metals too, right? So these are some of the examples. Oxygen's configuration we can see 2, 6. Fluorine we can see 2, 7. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is 1, 2. First shell is having 2 electron, next 7. And if I talk about one more example, I am giving nitrogen 2, 5. So whenever my valence electron is 5, 6, 7, these are definitely non-metals. Why? Non-metals are electronegative, means they believe in gaining of electron. Now why do they gain electron? After gaining electron, they will complete their octet. 5 valence shell, that means it is trying to gain 3 electrons to achieve octet. It is trying to gain 2 electrons to achieve the octet. It is trying to gain 1 electron to achieve the octet. Though we have certain exceptions, like without exception, our chemistry is incomplete. Such kind of exceptions are like, we should know it. So carbon is something having 2, 4 configuration, still non-metal, still will have 4 valence electron in the last shell. Hydrogen, 1 valence electron. These two are example. Non-metal still can have 1 or 4 valence electron. If we'll talk about these two, we'll talk about that in 4th chapter, carbon and its compound, because they show some different kind of a bonding. Okay, so we'll talk about that later. First of all, metals 1 to 3 valence electron, non-metals 5, 6, 7 valence electron. This is clear. So let's talk about their bonding right now, how they are going to attach with each other. Let's talk about sodium first. Now we know the configuration, that's pretty much clear. 281. What it will do? It's like, okay, if I lose my outer electron to some of the atom that is in need, I'll be very happy. It's like I am rich in terms of electron. When it loses electron, it gets the positive charge. You must be wondering why. But just sodium, my sodium is having 11 proton, right? 11 atomic number. That means 11 proton and 11 electron. 11 positive charge, 11 negative charge. I hope this point is pretty much clear. And it's losing 1 electron means positive charge is still same, but negative charge is decreased by 1. So when you do the total 10 negative and 11 positive, overall it will be 1 positive, right? So after losing an electron, whatever the number of electrons lost, that much charge they are going to acquire. So sodium plus 1 after losing 1 electron. If it has to lose 2 electron, plus 2. If it has to lose 3 electron, plus 3. This point is pretty much clear? Alright. So let's talk about the chlorine now. Configuration is 287 KLM shell. Okay, KLMN. These are the different shells. First, second, third, fourth are having these names also. What my chlorine needed? My chlorine needed 1 electron. It's more of like a beggar, that if I get 1 electron, I'll be very stable because my octet will be completed. So what it can do, whoever is interested, it's like, please give me 1 electron, I'll be very happy. So it will gain an electron from the sodium that has lost. It's approaching to sodium. Sodium, please give me an electron, I'll be very happy. So it will get kind of gaining an electron. 17 positive charge due to 17 proton, due to 17 atomic number. My electron must be same 17, but it has accepted one electron to achieve stability. That means 17 positive and 18 negative. There is overall one negative charge, right? 18 negative, 17 positive. That's what we observe, that after gaining an electron, my non-metal acquired a negative charge. One electron, one negative. Two electron, two negative. Three electron, three negative. That's pretty much clear? Easy? Yeah. So that's how they are going to attach with each other. Let's have a look. Sodium is approaching to chlorine. Same, chlorine is approaching to sodium. Why? Sodium is like, I am losing one electron. I'm getting one positive charge. You will gain that electron. You will get one negative charge. What we see, they are converting into ions. What are ions? Charged particle. That's what we see, right? That my metal will get a positive charge, non-metal will get a negative charge. Positive charge is called as cation, negative charge is called as anion, right? An opposite charge attracts, and this sodium and chlorine are going to attract with each other with a very high force of attraction called as electrostatic force of attraction. And what kind of a compound they are making? Ionic compound, because of opposite ions that are going to form. So this is an example of what? Ionic compound, and that is also called as electrovalent compound. Please do remember. Why we also call it electrovalent compound? Electron valent, electron transfer. Valency is possible on sodium and chlorine by transferring of electron. From where to where? From metal to non-metal. So ionic compound and electrovalent compound is same only, made up of ions. Pretty much clear? This example, that how ionic bond is formed? Alright, by a very strong force of attraction called as electrostatic force of attraction. Okay. Now look at this. Sodium chloride does not exist as a molecule but aggregate of opposite charge ions. I hope this definition is pretty much clear, because molecule overall is not having charge particle, but here it's like we are having formula units of NaCl. What is formula unit? A simplest unit that is defining the whole charge of the entire compound. So Na positive, Cl negative, total positive and negative charge, it's totally defined. That will keep on repeating, keep on repeating, keep on repeating. Alright, that's how you get a molecule, you will get an ionic compound of NaCl, but it's like we don't want to write it in such a big way, so we'll write it simply as NaCl. Alright, simply we'll write it NaCl. But I hope the picture is clear, the motive is pretty much known now that we should know. Right? If I have sodium fluoride, there is something that is going to change? No. Sodium is like, I am having a configuration 281, I am having a configuration of 27, and it's like we are meant to be together. In what sense? Sodium is losing its one electron to achieve the octet to fluorine to gain the electron. Whenever non-metal gains an electron, how we'll pronounce it? We'll end it with IDE, ide. So the name of the compound will become metal's name as such. In the name of non-metal, we have to end it with ide. So sodium fluoride. Okay. Sodium with one positive charge, fluorine with one negative charge because of loss of one electron and gain of one electron. That's what your ionic compound is. Metal will lose, non-metal will accept. This is one more example to make the concept, better and more understandable. What if my element is having, my metal is having two valence electron to lose? Then look at this. My magnesium is having a configuration 282. It has to lose two electron. So one possibility, one kind of a compound it's making with chlorine. In what sense? Chlorine is telling two chlorine atom. It's like, I need one electron, and magnesium, you have to lose two electron. It's so easy. Let's make a deal. You lose your two electron equally to us. One to me and one to me. We are sorted. Okay. So magnesium lost two electron, two positive charge as discussed. Chlorine, every chlorine is gaining one electron. So overall one chlorine, one negative, second chlorine, second negative. So what kind of a compound I got? One magnesium with +2 charge. Total chlorine I had is 2. Here we write the total number of atoms. Total chlorine, what is the exact charge? 1 chlorine -1. 2 chlorine minus 2. Do remember it. Whenever you have to write a chemical compound, whenever you have to write an ionic compound, total positive and total negative charge must be equal. That's how the compound is neutral. Okay, though made up of ions, but compound is neutral because of the same number of charge. This is pretty much clear that how magnesium lost 1 electron to my chlorine and magnesium got +2 and every chlorine get -1. Pretty much clear? So now you are able to understand ionic compound very well. But as soon as they are formed, we should know what kind of a property they are having, right? So let's talk about their property, that what is the physical state, whether they are water soluble or not, whether they can conduct electricity or not, all the points. So they are pretty much solid in nature that we had discussed because they are having very high strong force of attraction between it, called as electrostatic force of attraction. The reason is because of the opposite ions. Opposite ions attract with very high force of attraction solids, yet they are brittle in nature. They can easily be broken into pieces. So if you take a very big piece of sodium chloride, if you try to put a hammer, it will break into pieces. It is kind of brittle in nature. Apart from that, high melting and boiling point, what could be the reason? Again, very strong force of attraction. To overcome this force of attraction, we'll be needing very high amount of heat to convert them into liquid. So they have very high melting and boiling point. All right? Okay, so this is understandable that to overcome this interionic opposite ions force of attraction, we'll be needing very high amount of heat, very high amount of energy. Apart from that, they are water soluble, but not at all soluble in kerosene, petrol and diesel. What is the reason? Do remember the statement, very much important. You will relate to it. Like dissolves like, okay? Whatever is that substance, that is going to be like, I need some kind of a partner who will be like me only, because that will be a better gel-up condition. In the same way, my ionic compounds are going to be water soluble because they'll dissociate into ions in water, and water will also be there in the form of ions. See, water, and as soon as you put your salt into water, suppose I'm taking NaCl only, Na positive, Cl negative, right? Water, HOH. This is your water. Oxygen carrying negative charge, hydrogen carry positive charge. Why, ma'am? What did you make here? This is a sign called as delta, means small charge, not complete charge but small charge. Okay, we'll talk about that later in the 4th chapter also. Carbon and its compound, that they are going to develop due to difference in their electronegativity, oxygen and hydrogen. Oxygen is like, I need electron more. Hydrogen is like, okay, I'm pushing my electron, you will take it. So by pushing the electron, my hydrogen is getting slight positive charge. Oxygen is kind of taking the electron more towards itself, kind of getting negative charge. So they're like, both are having ions, so they'll gel up better because they'll stabilize each other. Oxygen is like, I'll try to be there around Na positive. Hydrogen is like, I'll be there around Cl negative, opposite charge, somehow giving stability. So my ionic compounds are water soluble, not at all soluble with kerosene, petrol, because of the reason they are not having any ions. No ions at all. No, not even slightly possible charge. So not going to dissolve in them. This point is pretty much clear. My ionic compounds are water soluble. Got it? Now it is the term to know about the electricity, whether they can conduct electricity or not. You are aware of this fact that electricity can be conducted if you have opposite ions, right? Free ions, first of all. If ions are free, they'll move towards the respective cathode and anode. Electrodes, metal rods that's connected to the battery, they'll go to the respective cathode and anode, and they are definitely a conductor of electricity, and electricity can be passed out of the same. All right. For passing electricity, that means we'll be needing free ions so that they can move. We'll be needing free ions. There must be a movement of charged particle. Now the case is, let's talk about one by one. When we'll take NaCl solution with water, there'll be definitely ions. I am taking NaCl with water. As soon as I mix it into water, I can write NaCl aqueous. ions will be free because water helps to dissociate into ions as well. As ions are free, they're able to move towards respective cathode and anode. If you join a bulb in between the metal rods and the battery, that will definitely glow because now it's a conductor of electricity. So do remember, my salts in aqueous solution is definitely a conductor of electricity. Alright, because they'll convert to ions and will definitely move towards the opposite electrode. Yeah, conductor of electricity. But in the solid state, look at this, ions fixed in lattice and cannot move at all. I have taken the same apparatus. I've taken a battery, negative terminal of battery, positive terminal of battery. When I'm going to take my NaCl, in the solid form, these are too strongly attached with each other. Ions are not free. No free ions, not going to conduct electricity. This is a very important question and can definitely come to the exam. Please do remember it. And please, you can download these notes also. In the description box, you will get the PDF. Alright. So do not hesitate to download it. And apart from that, students, in molten state as well, that can conduct electricity. The reason is molten means I have reached almost to its melting point, and at that moment of time, the force of attraction between the opposite ions are somehow overcome a bit and they are like loosely bound now. So when electricity is conducted, some of the ions can move and will act as a conductor of electricity. Ions can now move and can conduct electricity. So what's like the summary of it? In molten state as well as aqueous solution state, they can definitely conduct electricity, but in the solid state, they can never conduct electricity. Is that difficult? Not at all, right? I hope you understood it properly. Whatever I said is written also in detail so that you'll get the proper notes, isn't it? So that's a good thing. And proudly I can say whole of the chapter is completed right now. So let's clap for it. Yeah. So all the 4 sessions, I really want all of you to see it properly because I've explained whatever is going to come. What I expect from all of you that you will complete your homework so that I can make sure you get the topic. Please do let me know all your answers in the comment section. Comment on the solubility of ionic compounds in water. Important question. Show the formation of calcium chloride and K2O, potassium oxide, by the transfer of electrons. Such an easy question. So do let me know your responses in the comment section. Did you like the session or not? How well it went? Do let me know. Please hit the like button, share it to your friends and subscribe the channel as well because our topic is done and next will be your favorite round, that's Doubt and Menti. Isn't it amazing? I know you'll wait for it. You should wait for it. And do not miss this opportunity to become a part of Vedantu family and will proudly say I'm a Vedan. Select your grade, select your target and choose your subscription wisely from 1 month course, 3 month course and 6 months course. But you know where you'll get the maximum benefit. You can save up to 40% on the MRP. From 16,000, you are just going to pay 1629. I mean 9774. It's like hardly 10 rupees per session. For 1 month, 3 months, it's like short-term students and we'll see how the platform works and we'll definitely go for a longer time. For 1 month, you will just pay 2294 and you can make sure afterwards. 15% you can save on MRP. All the saving is possible only when you will apply this code called as AGEPRO, Anubha God English Pro Subscription, because that's a teacher code. Teacher will help you guys to give extra discount. All right. I hope everything is super duper clear. So this is the link to visit and this is the code to apply, and this I can show to all of you. Thank you so much for being here, and you can reach out to me on my email ID also. I enjoyed it completely with all of you. Do let me know your responses. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye bye. We'll meet soon now.